Welcome to Showcase Pittsburgh. I'm John Klein. Josh Contraguerro from Panhandle Restoration is back on the show. Josh, great to see you again.
Thank you for having me back.
Give us a little background on Panhandle Restoration, because your company can be there, especially this time of year when something bad happens to a house or business. You are the guy to call.
Yeah, we're on the road within minutes, really, once we receive a call. But we're celebrating our 40th year of business this year. Offices here in Pittsburgh, Wheeling, West Virginia, Morgantown, West Virginia. So we cover a whole swath of Western PA, Eastern Ohio, all of West Virginia. Anything that happens to a home or business, if it happens to the building, we're the ones to call.
Water damage, is that one of the big major things that Panhandle deals with?
Yeah, in a quantity wise, the number of calls, those skyrocket. We do thousands of water losses a year, from a small little one room affected from whether a flash flood or a hot water tank or a toilet leak, all the way to a 15-story building flooded out with a sprinkler system. We handle the whole range of them.
If somebody would have an emergency, for example, if a pipe breaks or a toilet is overflowing and all of a sudden the floor's damaged and then the ceiling of the room below, what's the first thing they should do?
The first thing, if you can stop the water, if it's, for instance, a fresh water line break, like a supply line, shut the water off to that area or to the house or building itself. The next is, don't start touching things, because a lot of times if there's standing water and there's things that are plugged in and fans, and you can easily electrocute yourself and cause more issues. Then the next is call us and your insurance company and start the ball rolling to stop that secondary damage. The last thing you want is the water sitting in a building for days and days while you try to make a decision.
We've seen some of the pictures of fire reconstruction, which is just amazing. How do you guys do that?
Yeah, and to get from a before and after, there's really three main steps for us being a full-service restoration contractor. The first would be the board up and the mitigation side of things, the reconstruction as a whole, and then the contents restoration. That would be the three parts to that puzzle.
What is the board up? It's self-explanatory, making sure the house is secure?
Yeah, and the board up part, it's important for a couple of different reasons. The first is for safety. You want to make sure the building's stabilized. You want to make sure that kids or other people can't get into the burn-up building, and then also to limit the secondary damage. You don't want a hole in your roof for days and then one of these spring thunderstorms come through and just dump gallons of water into an unaffected area of the house.
And then what is mitigation? What is that?
Mitigation would be the removal of the extremely burn-up debris, starting to remove all the excess water. We'll set drying equipment, we'll set equipment to start scrubbing the air of the particles that are causing the smoke smell, just so that it doesn't continue to penetrate and cause more damage throughout the house.
I would assume, too, that first call, whether it's to you or an insurance company, you will work with somebody's insurance company, because, you know, if a disaster happened to the average person, they don't know who to call, they don't know where to turn.
Exactly, and we're a representation of the homeowner or the business owner. We walk the entire scope with the insurance adjuster hand in hand. We develop a game plan so that we're both on the same page as the restoration company, so the homeowner and the insurance company knows exactly what is being done, whether something's being cleaned or replaced. It makes the job go extremely faster, more smooth. There's less questions throughout. It just puts it on track to be a smooth job.
Because this is what you do. You deal with this every day, so you know the questions and you know the answers.
Exactly.
I had a buddy, he lost half of his home to a fire 3 or 4 years ago. He said the biggest issue, though, is afterwards, all the stuff in the house. How do you deal with cleaning that? He said that was the worst part.
Yeah, and that's often forgot about, and that's usually where most people really after the fact realize, like, oh no, I need my stuff. And that stuff in our industry we consider contents or personal property. The best way to explain that would be if we flipped your home upside down, anything that moved, that's your stuff, that's contents, that's personal property. Right. So that stage actually begins right when the board up and mitigation phase comes in. We bring in specialized crews that'll come pack out everything. We've invested into equipment that electronically inventories every single thing that's removed from that property. So we take pictures, we document, just so it's not just throwing stuff in a box and taking it away.
Right.
So we pack it all up, everything's inventoried, and then we ship it to our own climate-controlled storage center and state-of-the-art cleaning center.
So it's something where it's simple to rebuild a house, but the possessions inside, from clothing or stuffed animals for children, that's the emotional stuff that people want.
Exactly. It's the stuff that people have emotional ties to. We can save things from antiques to wedding dresses, furniture to electronics now. And we've separated ourselves as we are proud to say that we're the most capable and largest contents restoration company in the region. So we've got the specialized things to save, from everyday items such as your clothing to keepsakes to firearms to pictures and documents.
All the stuff in your house.
Yes.
Josh, if somebody needs more information about Panhandle, whether it's now or when a disaster strikes, what should they do?
First thing, you can go to our website, panhandlecr.com. Like us on Facebook. We're always posting, or Twitter at panhandlecr. We're always posting industry-specific things on how new technology's out and how we can save things, and then just pick up the phone. You can call in, talk to anyone before you have a disaster and or after. We're there to answer any question.
Save that number. Thank you, Josh. If you'd like to know more about Panhandle Restoration, you can call them at 800-504-7054 or log on to panhandlecr.com. Coming up next, Dr. Michael Vactor. He's going to join us with another weight loss success story. That's on the way on Showcase Pittsburgh.